Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hands off to the left. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the wideout goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
High completion makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Can they keep alive this long opening drive? It's the 11th play on 3rd down now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back has it on a screen now. Well, the screen doesn't produce a 1st down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunt. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. It's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Walters. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there, and it cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the ball rolls dead. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Fair catch made at the 40. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Down he goes, a sack.
A great job up front by this Auburn defensive lineman. Kind of that rare combination of defensive linemen you see often in the SEC, where they have great size and power, but incredible quickness, and Auburn has sure had plenty of those over the years.
It's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Sack on first down. It's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. He eludes the rush. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble now. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The puck, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. You're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw yet again. Taking a shot here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Quick throw to the right, looking for the 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The shotgun running play call. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quick throw caught on the left side. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Ball here. You're brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Throws to the tight end. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. Strong game by this quarterback. They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gives it to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And it's a bunch formation. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. They'll work the clock here with the running game. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunt. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Had the big play to start the drive, but now, the 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it on the move. And he's got his man open downfield. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage on the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And they'll take a knee with less than a minute to play. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. They've become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.